Start of 2017 clearly belongs to PSUs. So MMTC has rallied close to about 35%. STC has rallied 15%. Chennai Petro has rallied 20%. All these are the gains that we've seen since the start of the year 2017. So on our special Bhavcopy segment, we're now, Mangalam is now switched sides and he's going to tell us about Balmer Lawrie. Mangalam, compared to the rest, Balmer Lawrie's gains are a little muted. Why is it on your radar today?
Indeed, that's exactly why it's on my radar, Reema, because it is a PSU which perhaps could have been forgotten among the other PSUs which have been rallying from the start of 2017. But remember, this has a 150-year history. Over the last 1 year, the stock, though, has gained 57%, and that makes a case for it to be entered in Bhavcopy. The market cap of the company is at 2,700 crore, but remember, the company has zero long-term debt. Not just that, it also has cash on books of close to 460 crores, which is roughly 17% of its market cap. The last 5 years, the average ROE for the company has been 20.1%, and the first half, the company has done an EPS or earnings per share of 5.7 rupees. So even if one assumes 11 rupees in FY17 and roughly 14 in FY18, the stock trades at 16 times 1 year forward earnings. Compare that to all the other PSUs with similar ROE patterns. They are trading at much higher valuations, the likes of BEL Engineers India with 19-18% ROE trading anywhere between 19 to 21 times. And if you look at the other companies, the likes of Power Grid and the other PSUs, all of them with lower ROEs trading at higher valuations. Definitely, this is not an apples-to-apples comparison, but this is something we need to keep an eye out on. About the company, Balmer Lawrie has diversified business. It's present in packaging, logistics, the likes of travel business, refinery and oil field services. But it is the logistics division for Balmer Lawrie which drives the most amount of profits, because the company has 3 container freight stations in Nhava Sheva, which is JNPT, Chennai, as well as Kolkata. This accounts for a large chunk of India's port volumes. Now let's take a look at the other businesses. They have 35% share in a lot of the 200-litre capacity steel drums in India, which is the industrial packaging business. Other than that, they also manufacture industrial automotive greases, the likes of what Castrol does under the brand name Balmer, and they provide tank and lagoon cleaning services to all the oil marketing companies that we've been talking about today, IOCL, BPCL, as well as HPCL. The travel service business is pretty interesting for them because it is among the oldest IATA accredited travel agency in India, and most of their travel revenues, which is 80%, comes from the government agency, 45% from the central government and 35% from all the other PSUs. Now here's the revenue contribution for the company. So if you look at the travels and tours business, large contributor to the revenue, 40%, and logistics contributes only 17% to the revenue. But then again, take a look at the profitability. The logistics business, while it contributes 17% to the revenue, it contributes 60% to the net profit. So that is going to be the growth driver for the company. Going forward, the company has plans to expand its capacity in the logistics segment with a 400 crore capex plan. In fact, they have been in the works of setting up 3 temperature controlled services in Hyderabad, Delhi, NCR, as well as Mumbai. And going forward, they've also entered into an MOU with Visakhapatnam Port for putting up a multimodal logistics hub. So these are a good sign where you know, the profitability driver is where the company is showing more expansion. That said, we have a few risks as well. The first one is the volatility in commodity prices. Remember, they serve the steel industry division as well as the oil marketing company. So volatility in commodity prices could affect their margins going forward. In the Balmer or the industrial lubricants division, they have strong competition coming in from Castrol and Gulf Oil, who are industry leaders. And finally, even in the container freight business, in the likes of JNPT and Chennai, we have 31 and 28 registered container freight stations. So there is some competition out there. But remember, it's a PSU with 150-year-old history, and that's something that we need to keep in mind.
Thank you, Mangalam.